This one we usually only talk about documentaries.
First off, it's been a long time.
It's been okay. Let's get that out of the way. It's been a while.
It took a little bit of hiatus.
Took a little hiatus. There was a lot of stuff that went down in our personal lives. We don't gotta get into it, but just this guy. You know what I mean? I'm doing all right for myself. This guy had some.
You know how it goes. I keep fumbling.
He's a bag fumbler, if you will.
Professional.
Anyway, so the point is, it's been a while and we're back. All right, and we're gonna keep. Now we have a new camera with a sound system. So the sound sounds
quality through the roof.
Let's hope it's good. This thing
come back with a bang, really.
It came back. Let's just say I'm about $1,500. Let's just say my parents got it for themselves and I stole it. Let's put it that way. I took out their house. I said I bought my own SD card. That's what I did. Anyway, the point is, this is the Junkyard Docs podcast, right? Mm-hmm. But that's because we don't want to talk about fictional characters like movie stuff. That's stupid. It's kind of whack.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but we watched Oppenheimer last night and that thing blew our vaginas off.
And it's also, based off like a true story and everything.
So all our information off Oppenheimer, let's put it this way. Documentaries they're biased. They lie.
You know what I'm saying?
A documentary can lie.
They have a narrative.
You think Caligula wasn't a pedophile?
No. Wait, was he?
Well, they act like he wasn't.
Is that confirmed? No.
My point is that Oppenheimer is as true as the documentaries we watch, so we're going to talk about Oppenheimer today.
Exactly.
Because it's a real life guy, and we can talk about that.
And then after that, we'll get back to the docs.
We'll get back to the docs.
Next episode.
Next episode, we'll be back on the doc. We already got some lined up. We got Jared Fogle from Subway. Did we talk about a lot of pedophiles?
There's a going theme with this.
Not that they interest us.
No.
They're fun to talk about.
They just happen to be...
You know what it is? You can make fun of a pedophile.
Exactly.
You can't make fun of, a charitable person?
A Navy SEAL. Or something.
Pedophiles are kind of charitable with their wiener. Just kidding. Bad joke. I don't agree with the pedophilia stuff. Anyway.
Now we take a hiatus. He gets all cooped up.
Anyway, the point is, I don't know what that means. Cooped up. You don't want cooped up in this room, bro. I call this guy and I'm like, yo, what you up to? And he goes he's just breathing heavy these past couple of days. I'd call Roger the past couple of days breathing heavy.
That's what I'm saying. My cardio has gone way down.
Yeah, he's not
been laying down in bed.
It's true. He's a weighted blanket. Only workout he gets is on that weighted blanket.
Exactly.
It's a tough blanket. Anyway, so
we saw Oppenheimer in IMAX
at 11 o'clock last night in IMAX with another guy
on the 70 millimeter.
It's very loud. It's pretty sweet.
There were times throughout the movie where it was a little bit more silent, and I heard and I thought that was pretty dope.
Pretty sick.
I don't know why people would complain about that sound. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
The sound was amazing.
It adds to the ambiance.
And I would argue that the sound is some of the best sound I've ever had.
Oh,
I can't think of movies that's been better.
Dude, the sound and cinematography was just next level.
Let's put it this way: being able to watch, we got these tickets a week ago. Mm-hmm. It's got me through the week. I don't know about you, but this has gotten me through the. It's
the only thing.
This got Raj through the month. I think. It's been
rough. I always had Oppenheimer at the end of the tunnel.
You know what I'm saying? In the tunnel, there was a big light, literally.
It looked like a nuclear bomb.
It did look like a nuclear bomb. It was pretty. That's kind of Raj's past couple weeks. Raj was, you know, the scene with Oppenheimer and he got all these problems with his wife and girlfriend and all that.
And his best friend comes up to me. He's like, "What's wrong with it?"
That was kind of what went down.
And Jacob literally looked over to me. He's like, "This video."
He goes, "What are you doing?" That's me to Raj's past 2 weeks. Anyway. It's all squared out, though. It's like Roger's Venmo card, all squared out, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if that leaked anything.
No.
There's no money on that thing anymore.
Nah.
I sent this man $65, and I don't know why, and I don't know why. He said, send me $65, and I was
That's what I'm saying. Shady deals.
It was a shady, I said, for backdoor dealings. He bought a bracelet, I guess.
I like to buy things on occasion. I can't contain myself, you know how it is. But anyway, yeah, Oppenheimer. I honestly thought it was a great movie, but like we said last night, some of the parts were hard to hear, so it kind of made it a little bit hard to follow. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the parts are a little hard to follow, but overall, amazing movie.
Yeah, and this ain't a movie review, but let's go see the movie though.
Yeah, no.
Go see the movie. I saw Barbie also. Go see Oppenheimer, bro.
I don't want to spoil it for the. I mean, actually, at this point,
we're talking about the true life story of Oppenheimer.
Exactly.
This is I guess spoiler alert, because. Not that we're going to be spoiling the movie, we're going to be spoiling history. Just so you know, a lot of Japanese are dead now. I don't know if you knew that.
Shit, can you say that?
A lot of Germans too. I don't know, because of the bomb. A lot of Americans. They would have been dead anyway though.
The Germans weren't dead.
Let's do some math though. They all would have been dead by now anyway, even if we didn't.
Oh, you're right.
Even Oppenheimer's dead now.
Are people still alive from World War II? I think they're on their last leg.
Who served in World War II?
Yeah.
They'd be 103 years old.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they'd have to be...
I feel there's probably someone that was too young but they enlisted anyway kind of situation, you know?
Yeah, like 14. I knew some 14-year-olds that looked about 30.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They had that early beard growing.
We knew a couple of those guys. I don't got any, bro. It's kind of messed up.
You got no hair nowhere.
No hair up my back. On the back. I got some hair in the back. And there's, you want to see? Just kidding. The back hair is whack. But anyway, let me break down Oppenheimer for you. Let's go through like the man's life. Mm-hmm. So he's a genius, obviously.
Right.
Went to school and
arrogant.
Very arrogant. This is like
opposite of a humble man.
Not a humble man. I would call him. But there's one part where he's like the one guy, he's talking to a guy. He's like, yeah, I'm self-made, and he's like, I can relate to that. My dad's self-made.
That was such a funny line, right? Cracked up. I feel like people were really laughing at the jokes. I'm like, why are you so serious?
Oppenheimer was a funny movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, no, it was some good cracks in there.
You know, the whole premise of the movie.
The jokes were bombing in the theater. Bombs were happening on the screen, but we were laughing.
Exactly.
I appreciate it. There was one time he made a joke that I heard Raj laugh at, but the sound was so bad. I was like, "What did he say?" And I was told he made a history joke that I did not understand. So I'm gonna
make sure you watch some history behind the scenes.
You should. I didn't know who half these people were.
You don't have to know, but it helps definitely.
Yeah. Oppenheimer had he had quite a few women in his life. Would you say?
I was told he's a womanizer.
Told he's a womanizer. We call this man a Rogers.
I don't know if that is absolutely just going through the women. It's insane at the speed.
Well, the women. I feel like not that you go through so many women, just like so many women go through you.
Exactly.
It's like, you know what? Rogers like a bathroom on the highway.
You know what it is?
It's like
I try to be a player and I end up getting played.
That's what happens. The man, he's too emotional to play. That's a problem.
It's messed up. No, it's messed up.
He's like a quarterback that just got injured. He's coming back. He's a quarterback that he's Tom Brady going to play against the Patriots as a Buccaneer. Too emotional. He's too emotional to play.
There's too much baggage in the past.
There's too much baggage for that. And what happens? He barely wins, or he loses, like he sometimes do.
And then when I lose, everyone else gets involved.
And so when Raj loses, there's like a chain reaction where it's just
like a nuke. So the nuke goes off in the friend group.
And next thing you know, it's just like it's expanding.
Jake starts texting me, "What the fuck did you do?"
What did you do? We're texting other people like, "What did he do?" And then things you know, I'm like, it's a whole thing. We don't gotta get into it, but
no, he's digging.
And so basically, his first woman is Florence Pugh. Now he does this whole thing where he'd be so smart he bangs her out. That's what happens. Would you agree with that?
Are you talking about the communist woman?
Yeah. So she's a communist, and he walks up and he starts.
I always say didn't think she does that hot.
Okay, she can be hot though, just not in that.
I see what you mean.
They made everybody look ugly in the movie.
Yeah, I think it's mainly because I just don't like girls with short hair.
I thought it was stuff like girls. Not gonna lie.
Wait.
Yeah, so
that was the big thing. But yeah, she was like, I didn't really like her that much either.
She was an annoying character. So what happened was he's at a communist party and they're like talking, and then she's like saying all communist stuff. And he's kind of giving a little bit of like pushback, not too much. He's still kind of a communist, but he's giving a little pushback.
Basically, he's fucking her with his intellect.
Yeah. And then she's like, whoa, and he confuses her. He played confusion on her, and it cuts to they're like banging out in the bedroom. And
good scene though.
It's pretty good. I mean, he looked very uninterested. I don't know about you. He was just kind of like.
It was giving me like Leonardo DiCaprio vibes. In real life, he puts on the noise canceling headphones.
Gets his vape out close to his eyes. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, go ahead.
Me personally, I could not keep a boner if I did that. I don't know about you.
Jake, I want to know, that man has the willpower and strength to hold that shit. It's insane.
That's crazy. Like, I could, you know what I mean? Like, just hold a boner, do that? But what's he made out of?
I mean, but it is like some like insanely hot.
His eyes are closed. What difference does that make?
What do you think he's thinking about?
A hotter model? I'm confused what he's thinking about.
That's wild. You imagine being able to just like pull just like that? It's like,
well, because he's like, oh, the fantasy women don't even do it with me no more.
Oh,
he gotta be thinking about like children or something.
What? You think Leo's a pedo?
It's 18-year-olds. He's almost there.
That's not a pedo though.
But he's almost there.
Like,
though.
Legally speaking, he's not a pedo.
I feel like that man's
morally though.
I feel like he's taking a trip to Germany more than once. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
That's slanted though. That's all think piece. You know
exactly. Leonardo, please don't sue us. We know you're watching.
Because he likes Oppenheimer, bro. He worked with Nolan before.
That's the whole thing.
Anyway, so he cheats on that one because they like engaged, and he's trying to give her flowers, brother. I've been there. And then he cheats on her with Emily Blunt character, his wife, and gets her pregnant. And then they try to.
That's hilarious. Yeah, they didn't like the baby.
Dude,
and she was so like a heavy day drinker, and he just gives away the baby to like his friends.
Remind me of some of the friends we know. It's like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some friends we know if they had a kid, they'd be giving their baby up. I think
they'd be like, we thought we could take care of this. We can't.
Dude, they legit were like we're terrible, selfish people. Take the kid.
Jake, your mom would take in the baby.
I feel like my mom taking that baby, bro.
Exactly. She'd be happy about taking that baby.
She like, give me it. And now I got a little brother taking half my money.
Imagine that. Your inheritance gone.
Yeah, that's a third of it gone right there.
Unbelievable.
Also, I found out my brother was dating a girl for a month.
Recently?
I just found that out. Speaking of Pearl Harbor. Speaking of
Whoa.
Speaking of Oppenheimer, he was dating a girl who was Chinese.
Oh, really?
You know, I know Japanese. But he was dating a Chinese girl for like
a UCI girl.
What are you spoiling where you go to school for, bro?
It's a massive school.
Okay, it's a big school.
It's a massive school.
So he was dating, and he didn't tell nobody about that. I tell everybody I'm dating a girl. I don't know about you guys.
Jake, if you lock down a girl, you go to Bragtown Crick.
My current girlfriend, I told everybody after the first date. I called Roger for the first date and said she's gonna block me for
He
sure.
didn't even make it out the parking lot before he called.
True. Neither did she though. So there you go. Call the police. Just kidding. But so,
I had to bail him out. It's a whole thing. That's why he called.
But I can't believe. Yeah, that's right. I'm like, remember that $65? I said.
That's what it was. It was just he's paying back payments.
That bail money. She called me Peepin' Tom. Just kidding.
Whoa.
My dad stuck me named Tom.
Oh my
Peepin'
gosh. Tom. And you have like that face. You know what I'm saying, Jake?
Get that. You get that.
You get
that roofie face, I call it.
Yeah, you got that frat boy in the corner face staring at women. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Mysterious.
like every frat party I've been to, there's always at least one guy not talking too much. I feel like it was me at that one party. I'm not a frat guy either, but we went to a frat party one time.
Terrible.
I mean, not for him.
Not for me.
There's a video,
drunk. You know,
of, like some whipped cream, alcoholic whipped cream on his nipples and his belly button. We had like 3 sorority girls about to do it, lick him off. One being his cousin. It was the whole thing.
She was not. My cousin did not.
Who put it on though?
Her friend. Don't even act.
Her cousin put it on you.
Don't even act. We didn't cut that out. My cousin was not involved in that. What are you doing right now?
Okay, she was not involved, but she was recording.
She was recording. I will admit to that. She did record the video. But that was a wild night.
That was a wild night. That was a year or two
We almost
ago.
got recruited for a frat. We didn't even go to the college.
We said we did though.
It's the only way to get in.
The only way to get in. You say you go to college, you're thinking about Russian. I can't believe that got us in. I can't.
And then they were talking about like, oh yeah, you know, our dudes are so cheap, and we're like, yeah.
Then we looked at it, I was like, it's not that cheap. It's not that cheap, you know. Anyway, so that's kind of how Oppenheimer was. Mm-hmm. It's a boys' club of scientists.
It's a boys. Dude, that's a great description. Because like even at the end, they were like the politicians were talking about like how like Oppenheimer was like this like a cult leader or whatever, and everyone like followed him blindly. And I'm like, I mean, if you that smart, you know, people gonna start following you. There's people out there like following like cult leaders that are dumb as fuck.
True. There are people. Like I see like the motivational speakers online.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, talking about how to get women, bro.
Dude,
imagine following a guy.
It don't work. I tried all the.
Roger tried every tactic.
Dude, I bought all the programs. I'm thousands of dollars deep in that shit, and I still don't got it. It's messed up.
It's messed up. He's going out the mullet. He's going for the Morgan Wallen.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't listen to.
At this point, I'm down to impersonating celebrities. Oh man, no, I genuinely think that motivational speakers are the biggest scam ever.
How do you get motivation off of guest speaking? I just want to be like, bro.
They have to have like that, you know, like Gladiator soundtrack behind them as they speak.
My thing is, what did they do? They're usually just a guy who does motivational speeches.
It's always funny because it's always a fuck up who like somehow made money, and now he's like, oh, I fucked up, I made money. You can too. And we're like, what? You got lucky.
Dude, it's like here's what happened is I was on crack and then I made it out. I won the lottery. It's like, was it?
He's like, I was on crack, rock bottom, high all the time. Then my dad's inheritance finally hit.
Yeah, exactly. Like now, it's like you can be rich too. It's like, well, give me your dad then.
I invested strategically.
So it makes no sense in my opinion. Anyway, so Oppenheimer. So the biggest problem like that they were facing was that they were in the race with the bomb.
With the Nazis
and the Russians, right?
And the Russians.
And the Russians.
Well, the Russians came later.
That's kind of funny because they were like boys. I don't know if they're boys, but they were like allies.
Yeah, but you ever gonna really trust the Russians?
This guy don't. He got some problems with the Russians.
Russian
women would be.
Well, no, it's a different story. I mean, at that point though, can you really trust the Russian women because they're all spies?
Still. True, there was a Russian spy on Los Alamos.
I'm pretty sure Russia has like one of the biggest spy networks. Everyone's a spy these days. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty cool. Anyway, so the point is that there were a lot of spies. They were working in New Mexico on the atomic bomb.
At Oppenheimer's, I almost just said lounge. His ranch.
His ranch, yeah. He had a ranch up in Los Alamos. And he's making his bomb up there. There's some spies, there's some Germans, there's some Jewish people.
Which is great.
It's great. They're working all together. Because in America, we get along.
Really a hosh-posh.
Yeah.
Of scientists.
Dude, there's not a single black guy in the whole movie.
Yo, I didn't even realize that.
I just realized that now.
Damn, that's crazy. Especially coming out today.
Yeah, you think there'd be like
I didn't even notice. But now that I think about it, I do not remember a single black guy. I mean, but it is like based back then kind of.
The movie was in black and white.
There you go.
Maybe we just didn't notice.
And I thought Robert Downey Jr. was black for a second. No,
for the whole. At the end of the movie, he goes, "Man, that guy who was playing Strauss."
No.
He goes, "That guy always playing the bad guy," and I'm like, "The guy who played Iron Man for 20 years," and he's like, "No, he played Gus from Breaking Bad."
No, that's not how it went down. I knew he was Robert Downey Jr. since the beginning, because like in the beginning it was colored, but just like at the end, I was so tired. It was late at night.
2 a.m.
And
bathroom's closed.
Get this right. Both the men's bathrooms closed. Both women's bathrooms open. Open.
I don't ever hear anything about male privilege. We can't even go to the bathroom.
I'm saying.
We had to hold it for 20 minutes to get home.
Jake had to hold that shit in. He had to do the pee walk. You know when you bend over when you walk?
When you pee, it's fizzy. Because we drink Coke the whole time.
No water.
Root beer. Yeah, root beer.
Root beer is crazy.
Also,
that's a lot of root beer to drink. It's too sweet for that.
This is a medium. It's $7.49.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a large for $7.99. 50 cents.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be the chump that up spends 50 extra cents, but I'm not gonna drink the whole large.
And I got baited. Because I was in Austin with this guy we know. He was like,
cousin.
he was like, I'm gonna get a medium. I'm like, why do you? It's 50 cents difference. Get the large.
Exactly.
And he got a large. I saw how big it was, and I was like, give me the medium. You know what I mean? And then I got roasted into getting the large, basically.
You can't get a medium.
I got baited out.
You can't.
They call me beta, and I got baited out.
It's because everyone knows. I mean, when they made the size of that cup, they had to have known no one's ever gonna finish that drink ever.
No,
and if you do finish that drink, seek help.
I honestly think most of the plastic in the ocean is just a movie theater.
Drinks?
The large.
Oh my, dude, that thing could fucking carry a gallon of water almost.
You could fit 3 turtle snakes in there. Just saying.
Years of pollution off that one drink.
For real.
But
thousands, I'm pretty sure. I don't know plastic. I don't know the molecules exactly.
The whole thing. They break down. They don't.
I've also never seen this island of plastic. Have you seen this thing?
No, me personally, I haven't. Only in videos.
Only in videos.
Although they have like this really cool documentary. Maybe we should watch it on this like.
It'd be pretty good.
It's like Clean Ocean or whatever. It's like this company. It's like not really dark. It's like a mini series, you know.
I get documentary
like advertising their company kind of situation.
But here's my thing. Here's how we utilize the plastic island. We should build like a city on top of it. Make some money that way. Works. Make some money. It's just a plastic island.
The island's ever moving. It moves with the current.
That's pretty cool. If you put like a circle.
And also like it's in the water, so like there's waves. You can't build a.
It's like building a city on a waterbed.
That would be actually kind of cool.
Pretty cool.
Unfeasible. But
unfeasible. Cool. So the point of the movie, though. Oh, also the USS in Indianapolis. Mm-hmm. They talk about it for for like a second in the movie, maybe.
What are you talking about?
Have you heard of the USS Indianapolis?
Oh, you're talking about the ship that blew up?
You know that they were like getting attacked by sharks the whole time.
The people who crashed it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
We gotta watch a documentary on that.
I think I seen one a while ago, but I would definitely rewatch one.
Yeah. And so we're trying to give this Oppenheimer story without too many spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
But basically they make the bomb, and they're like, this bomb could have a chain reaction that destroys the world because it gets to the atmosphere and lights fire out of the atmosphere.
Which is kind of crazy. Could you imagine being like in that second that it like finally goes off and like, because technically I guess like if it did blow up the atmosphere, like, but you would know because it would move very like not as fast as the light. But like for 0.5 seconds and then you'd just be dead, right?
Oh man, dude, it was so cool when it went off too. It was like silent and then noise hit. Here's my
thing. They really milked the silence on that.
They milked the silence hard. They cut.
Do you think they went a little too long in the silence on that?
I think they went a little too long in silence.
Because I was like waiting, and the anticipation was like started dying down. And they waited so long.
Because I was like, okay, there's not gonna be any sound at all.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, did it not work?
Yeah, that might have been. I thought they were going for like when it went off. And he says, "I'm Oppenheimer, the destroyer of worlds." I thought the movie was gonna end right there.
That would be a great ending.
I thought that's just end right there, and then they kept going with like the political stuff. But it was still good.
After the bomb, though. And like after they drop it on Japan, like Oppenheimer starts having like a mental breakdown about like creating bombs and killing.
It was pretty sick. There's a scene where he's like giving a speech, and he's like, "I'm just glad we didn't get it in time for the. I'm just glad we didn't get it in time for the Germans." And like there's like people screaming. He's stepping on like a dead body. Mm-hmm. It's a really good scene. That's the best scene I think in the movie.
It was shot so well. I wish I was like there when they first blew up the bomb because like, well, I wish I was there, but at the same time I don't because that would mean I'm like hella old.
True. I'll put it like this: the movie makes you feel like you are there.
That's
the biggest compliment.
It's really. I think you have to see it on IMAX.
You got to see it in IMAX
because like immense
I don't care if you gotta show your
size.
kid. You gotta see it on IMAX. Put that thing on what's it called when you put the
Buy that ticket on layaway.
layaway? Yeah, get it on the food stand.
Sign up
That
with
EBT
a
card.
firm and start paying monthly payments for that ticket, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get that. To watch this in IMAX for the experience. And if you don't like it, that's on you. Because it's a good movie.
But yeah, I think just like the absolute sheer size of the screen, and that like if you're focusing on the middle of the screen, you don't see the top and bottom of the ceiling and floor, like makes it so much more immersive.
Also, if you're in IMAX, there's no kids in there. Oh, dude, I hate kids in movie theaters. They talk.
Kids not allowed?
Well, not just that. It's just well, first I rated R movie, but
Oh, it is actually?
yeah, I'm gonna pay.
I don't know.
They show nips, bro.
Oh,
The girl's boobs are in there like 3 times.
I'm just so
He's
used
like
to
playing with them and
seeing
licking them in
like,
one scene.
on HBO. I'm like, yeah, dude, this is what it is.
True, they're on HBO everywhere on HBO. Am I still in the frame?
You are.
Okay, I can't.
But
See.
you should move this way.
Okay, my bad. Dude, I'm at the short and Raj. Show what I'm sitting on. Just keep going.
Jake is in fact sitting on a stool. I have a very nice, comfy chair. I'm comfy right now.
Because you know what he's doing. This is kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's racist, but look at the skin color difference. Wait, actually, we both look pretty white.
Can you say that? Actually, I'm tan right now, Jake. I'm tan.
You're burnt. You get burnt. I can get burnt.
I'll take burnt. I'll take burnt.
I'll take burnt. I always feel weird because like I'm like I had this like expensive camera in my hand. Mm-hmm. Just weird walking around with it.
You want to get mugged?
I don't want to get mugged.
It's a bad neighborhood.
It's a bad neighborhood. We're in a bad neighborhood right now.
Nothing but Teslas here.
Yeah, it's a good joke.
But
He's a motorcycle in the backyard. You think someone's gonna steal off the street?
exactly. I would trust no one around here.
Dude, you got some nasty feet. I always forget how disgusting those feet are.
Oh yeah.
Did you get hit by that nuke? But here's a main.
And they're peeling on the
here's
bomb
a big
'cause I stepped in
conflict
tar, the whole thing.
with the movie though, is that they're building the bomb to beat the Germans, and then Hitler dies, and they're like, "What are we gonna use this
Oh
bomb for?"
yeah, he dies before they drop the bomb, and they're like, "Well, I guess good thing we don't need to use it anymore."
They're like, "No, we built it. We're using it."
And then the military is like, "I didn't spend $2 billion on this shit."
To not kill some people. So they still make the bomb. And in Japan, they were just like,
Oh, and Japan real quick.
just take out Japan. It was a hilarious
Dude,
scene.
that was. I know exactly what you're talking about. It fucking cracked up so much. Where the
guy,
secretary
director or whatever.
advisor or whatever, and he was like looking at the list of like what cities to bomb. He's like, I'm gonna take off Kyoto because that's where me and my wife vacation.
No, honeymoon.
Great city, cultural, amazing.
He's like, amazing city. We're not blowing that place up. so you're gonna hear. Imagine like if this guy vacationed in Hiroshima, so much things would be different.
Can you imagine like being like a citizen of Kyoto and like knowing the knowledge that your city was almost bombed by the U.S., but it wasn't because some
That's why
fucking
it's
rich
good.
white guy
Learn from this.
in an office.
Next time I'm on vacation and I want some good service, just who could I be one day? A guy that drops a bomb on people.
Man, you never know.
You never know. There's also a really cool scene where they're like, "You think you'll win the Nobel Prize for dropping a bomb?" And he goes, "Whatever Nobel won for making dynamite." Mm-hmm. And that's pretty cool. The Nobel first guy made dynamite.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Because like one guy was like, "You're not gonna get a Nobel Prize from making a bomb," and then he's like, "Well, the first guy made dynamite." Yeah, there's a lot of like really good quotes.
Like click, click, click. The opening title, Prometheus. He gave the humans fire, and he was chained and tortured for all eternity. The beginning was so loud. It was like wow, 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 wow.
Dude, the opening opening line and like cinematics were just like next level. Like with all like the atoms and like the fire like going in and out and everything. It was like
I thought for sure he was gonna whip out his wiener because he's done it before. The actor, I've seen the man's wiener in movies.
In what movie?
What, you want to know? Just look it up. Just kidding. But he's
all right now.
He's older though, but that thing probably sag.
Not how it isn't like he's good looking. I mean like he's like physically.
He
like,
looked like Oppenheimer.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he looked so gross when he was older. Dude, how gross did he look?
Oh man.
Like an alien. It's gonna suck for him when he gets
That's
older.
what I'm saying. He does not wrinkle well. You know what I'm saying?
No. That man did not wrinkle well. Dude, Emily Blunt looked kind of gross. I hate the lipstick she was wearing. That's kind of weird thing to say as a man, but I didn't like it.
That red lipstick?
Yeah, it's too red. I don't like red.
You don't like a red lipstick?
Do you?
There's something about it, you know?
You like it?
I mean, like, when it's, like, highly contrasted, and you can just, like... I mean, you can't wear it unless you, like... Like, if you're going that bold, you need to also be wearing something else bold, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can't just be, like, wearing...
So you want it on a hooker, you're saying? No, you're close.
I mean, Jake, that's my only option at this point.
You're close. I mean, I know you had the
We're going
tab.
down the list.
I know you had a... I know, is that what you need the money for?
Wait, $65?
That cannot get you a hooker.
That doesn't even give you 2 minutes. It's more like $1,200.
All you need is a minute. Got him.
I ain't you, Jake. I ain't you.
True, this man is from what I've heard. I heard it's exhausting with this guy.
It's a cardio session. No, but yeah, and I mean, the whole movie was great. The ending I didn't like as much just because like it just got into politics a lot, and I'm like not really.
But the guy got scolded, bro. JFK.
I'm so happy that like in the end, the bad guy, what was his name? Strauss got played. I love like a good twist right at the end.
Yeah, me too. The guy came in they did it
perfectly.
Yeah, it was very cool.
They're basically the whole like end part of the movie. They're like knocking down Oppenheimer, and then right at the end, one of the scientists that we didn't think was going to save him comes and just like absolutely saves.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess not technically saved because he did lose his clearance, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, what's so good about security clearance? What does that mean?
Well, that means he can't work on the new H-bomb. The whole thing.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
Does he want to work on the H-bomb?
Oh, I would assume so.
For why?
Because he made the first bomb. He wants to be like the guy to keep.
I thought he was traumatized by the bomb. He wants to make another one.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he wanted to use like the research from that to like make reactors and shit like that for like energy.
Good for the humanity. Yeah.
I mean, because that's how like nuclear reactors came out in real life. Is like they use like the research from all that stuff, right? But
I heard most smart people do be cheating a lot.
Dude, well, apparently women like the smarts.
Makes sense why you don't get much, huh? Yeah, retard. Just kidding.
Oh my, it's brutal. It's gonna be a brutal episode.
I'm joking. But just because the life mirrored Roger so much.
Exactly. There's just too many similarities, and Oppenheimer gets screwed in the end. Just like me, always get screwed in the end. Not Jake, nice guys. They don't. But actually, he's not a nice guy. He's actually a really big asshole.
Yeah, he's not a good person at all.
That was one of my favorite scenes. He's like, yeah, I'm actually just like really shitty person. And the guy's like, well, shitty people don't know that they're shitty people. I'm like, that's not true. Every shitty guy knows they're shitty. Yeah. I know, because I'm a shitty guy.
He's Roger Wagler, He's a little shitty sometimes.
On occasion.
On occasion. Heat high, you know what I mean?
On occasion, but I would like to think I'm a nice guy most of the time.
He's a nice guy when you get him one-on-one. I'll put it like that. You get Roger in a group.
Oh.
You don't want Roger in a group, man.
You get the group personality out.
Because now he's playing to impress.
Exactly. You gotta start fending for yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Now he's gonna make fun of
No one knows what I'm gonna bring up. There's a wide array of
that can be a problem sometimes.
And it is.
Because things just come up, and I get a call later.
And then everything gets crazy.
Yeah, what else happened with Oppenheimer? I feel like that was like basically the movie is he creates a bomb, and they fuck up Japan.
And then he has a whole mental breakdown.
I
like when they involved Einstein.
I like that too.
But it's funny because I don't know why I didn't realize that Einstein was alive back then. I thought he was like way dead.
Me too.
He was old, but still.
He was an older guy. He also, I'll be honest, he didn't even seem that smart in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They made Einstein kind of dumb.
Probably have a higher IQ than he does.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like now with our current math system, our school system recently, I feel like maybe
not the American school system.
I'm an online college right now.
Maybe the European school system. I don't know about the American school system.
That's a little bit of a problem.
No, those Europeans go crazy, learning like 6 or 7 different languages and shit. I guess he
did too. He was killed.
That was cool.
He was speaking Dutch.
She was banging that the communist girl, and she like picks a random book.
Sanskrit.
And she's like, read it, and then
that's a problem in India right now. You know that?
Really?
India has a big problem with that scene. They're banning that scene.
Why?
Because they're reading ancient sacred text while he's banging on a girl. They're like, we don't like that.
I don't see why this is gonna be such a problem.
The Hindu religious people, they basically put like
I know, but I feel
over her nip.
That's blowing it over proportion.
Way over proportion. That's blowing out of proportion.
You know what it is? It is a non-issue.
It's a non-issue. But it's getting some heat for that.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're gonna get canceled for that if this video ever goes viral. By the Indians. They won't let it.
They won't give us their huge contracts they give to soccer players?
That's what I'm saying.
Am I getting that mixed up with Dubai?
India has soccer?
Where's Dubai from?
Middle East.
So they're the ones with the money. They got the money, dude.
United Arab.
What else got the money? This is a big revelation. Kuwait has some oil, bro. I don't even know that Kuwait has oil.
Do I know? They they bought the whole like rights or whatever for the FIFA, right?
Dude.
And then they
ain't it kind of crazy how like no one knew about these Middle Easterns till like recently. Now we're like these guys are crazy. Not crazy, but
all that oil money comes out, yeah.
Exactly, and the oil money came out, and they're like, we gotta take care of business down there. TCOB. We gotta do some Oppenheimer up in there.
I wonder when like South America's gonna have his chance to shine.
Do you think that if Oppenheimer didn't make the bomb, there'd be a bomb?
Yes.
Me too. So I don't really blame him. If anything ever went down in the world,
I wouldn't blame him. The Nazis were working on it,
but they were way off. Heisenberg, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
He's a little off right there.
And also, I mean, I think eventually, like, the Russians probably would have found it out. They were working on it too and stuff like that. So, Russians are smart, bro. We still use their rocket engine these days.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. From like Soviet era rocket engine. Yeah, we're still using that shit.
Interesting.
Ahead of their time. But no, Russians are hella smart. Unfortunately for us.
Unfortunately for us, they're pretty smart.
They had to be smart or else they get killed.
That's what he was saying. He's saying, how did Russians not... Explain what you're saying.
I was saying, because like back then, like if you fuck up, you know, if you fuck in America, you get fired, whatever, like you get discredited.
You may be shamed.
Shamed publicly, you know, you lose some friends.
You're in Russia, for 30 days.
You get tortured, and then you watch your family die before they put one in yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So you would think Russians would be like on the ball.
You know what I'm saying?
If I was a Russian, I'd be on that ball, bro.
I'd be whipping my fucking workers over there. Well, you know.
I'm gonna let him sit with that one. Let him sit with that one.
We'll cut that out.
He means whipping metaphorically.
Exactly.
Like a verbal whip.
Not, you know, like physically, you know. There was a hand action made, but it was
a verbal whipping, if you will.
No, but yeah, that was pretty much the whole movie. Great movie. Great soundtrack. I'm going to definitely be listening to that soundtrack.
It's a good homework soundtrack.
Whenever I need to crank out an essay or something like that.
For sure.
And amazing cinematography. And,
good acting.
You know, I'm usually, like, never one to, like, be like, oh, I need to see it in IMAX. But this one, like, I just needed to see it in IMAX. And I'm so happy we did.
Cutscenes of bombs that are just worth it. Mm-hmm. And noises.
And, like, just, like,
music.
The literal vibrations from, like, the sound. That
I feel like you're in a car.
So good.
Yeah?
But, yeah. Yeah, I know we haven't posted in a while, but we're going to start posting regularly.
Scheduled. We got the camera now.
Scheduled posting. We got the camera, we got the audio.
Let's hope we record it. You never know.
We'll see how it comes out.
We'll see how it comes out.
Well, you know, we'll start working on getting better and more consistent.
Yeah. Alright, like, subscribe, comment.
All that good stuff.
Call him racist. Bye.
Well, don't do that.
Where's the click button? This one?